If you'd like to try Jotform Boards but really aren't sure where to start, you need to try out our templates. Let me show you how. Hey Jotformers, welcome back. I'm Kimberly, and like I mentioned, if you really aren't sure where to start, Jotform Board Templates is going to be the best jumping off point for you. Now, Jotform Board Templates is ready-made. It's going to give you a form. It's going to give you some ready-made structure, and it's also going to give you some sample tasks to kind of identify where you should be starting. So, as you can see, I'm currently in the desktop version of my workspace. So in order to get started, we'll go to the top left-hand corner. I'm going to choose Create, then we'll choose our board. And from here, we're going to use a template. So as always, if you have an idea of the type of board and form you're wanting to utilize, up at the top, you can use the search option. If not, over on the left-hand side, you can see we're currently sorted by popular, but we also have use cases. We have different industries, teams, and languages. And if in the future you make your own templates, you'll see your templates right down here. But I'm just gonna go up to the top. Since we are sorted by popular, I'm gonna go ahead and choose the monthly budget template. So let's go ahead and utilize this template. So as you can see, we have 3 different groups that it created for us. We have to do, in progress, and we also have done. Now we can always add new groups as we would like. If we click on the 3 dots, we can rename, and we can even change the color. As we can see, the done is currently green. And we can see that each group has 5 tasks, and we can scroll on each to see what those look like. So let's go ahead and look at track weekly spending. Let's look at this card. So we can see that we have the priority as low, we have a due date, and we also have 2 different tags. We have tracking and weekly. So if we click here on the tags, we can see the other tag options that we have available. And again, these are all pre-populated for you to get those creative juices flowing. So if you see one that you don't want, we can easily click on those 3 dots and delete it. And vice versa, if you want to add in one that you don't see, we can easily start typing it up here and we can add that in as well. But as you can see, we have a lot of different tags to choose from, which is really, really great, especially for sorting options. And then down here in the description, we can see we want to keep record of all expenses incurred during the week to stay on budget. Now, maybe this is a personal budget and you have family members that you would like to be included in this board to help you keep up with this. We can easily add people, and if we need someone to do something, we just come out here and do the @ and we can add in that person that we've shared the board with. So let's talk about how to actually get people shared on. I'm gonna go ahead and X out of this. Top right-hand corner, I'm gonna choose the share option. And as of right now, it is a private board. If we choose settings, we can change it to company access, and we have the overarching permissions for the board. If I go back, we can invite people one by one, and we can choose the permissions per person. So if you have a board that is collaborator level, but you have one person that you really just need to be read only, we can do that at this option. It's a cancel out of this. We can even just create a link, and we can send this one-on-one as well. So if I X out of this, I can see right here we have one connected asset. So like I mentioned, since we started with a template, it's going to create the form for us. So let's go ahead and look at this connected asset, which is the weekly budget form. Let's go ahead and click on this, and let's take a look at what this form looks like. So we have the month, and we have the week. What's the category? Is it an income or expense? The description, and what is the amount? Perfect. We can go and exit out of this and head back over to our board. Now, something else that we can do is we can change the way that these cards look. So in the top right-hand corner, we can choose our board setting. And here we have our task fields that you can edit any of these. So for example, the tag, we can edit all of those tags right here. If we head back though, we can add new fields. So if you'd like, we can add a single choice, multiple choice, or maybe you want to take a picture of a receipt and add it in. We can easily add the attachment and the image here. But if I head back and look at the card view, we can choose what's going to show on our card. So maybe I don't want the tag to be on that card. We can see all of those tags have now disappeared. We can add that in, so that way everything is at a nice glance when we're looking at our board. So if I head back, we also have our theme here. So if you'd like, we can change this. So we're talking about money, we can make it green, or we can even choose a file, an image, maybe a picture of money to add into the back, or maybe we're saving up for a vacation. We can add, the destination image to that background. Now, if there is something that you are specifically looking for within your budget, you can easily utilize the search option over here on the left. So I'm gonna do a quick search for budget, and let's say I was looking for our budgeting tools right down here. This will make it easier for you to find things. And we can also have the filter option. So we have some quick filters. So maybe you wanna see what's due next week, what's overdue, or you can also utilize the advanced filters by field. And it really is as simple as that. If you have any questions about how to utilize our board template option to create your own board, let us know down below in the comments. If you like this video and you got some value, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you get notification every time we put out a new video. I'll see you next time.